great, and then that will have a super positive ripple effect on whatever community it is that you decide to work with.
I would just echo that, right? If you don't have the time, give the money.
Yep.
Right? If
Amen.
you have the time, then give it. And so at Conexión Américas, we have volunteer ESL teachers. You could teach an ESL course. We can prepare you for that. That's a really gratifying experience. You can also be an assistant teacher and just help with one-on-one and pulling students out one-on-one and helping with that. We also, have all kinds of folks who are business owners, business entrepreneurs out of our commercial kitchen or our entrepreneurship program. They need coaches, business coaches, people that can advise them on licensing, on payroll, on Excel, on all kinds of things, right? And if you have any expertise in that area, that would be a great way to help an entrepreneur.
And at Justice for Our Neighbors, we're always looking for volunteers who can provide hospitality at our legal clinics, which happen once a month, and we're always looking for space as well if we're going to go to a different part of the community to welcome people who have been victims of violent crime specifically so that they can feel safe and welcome somewhere. We're also in the very early stages of developing an app that will help some of our immigrant neighbors who are unable to drive so that they can make important appointments with attorneys and doctors and things around the community so that it functions like Uber a little bit, where a client will sign up to get a ride to maybe their biometric screening or to their next attorney's appointment or to an ICE check-in or something, and they're paired with a community volunteer who can transport them to and from their appointments.
The final question. One of the biggest problems of new immigrants besides English is to get to know the local culture and how to do certain things the, quote, right way. In this regard, there was a program called REACH from the World Relief that was shut down by the new administration. My question is, does anyone know of a similar program for new immigrants?
Super curious as to who asked that question. So we talk about this all the time. We complain that REACH is gone. So for those of you who don't know, World Relief Nashville closed very soon after the Trump administration signed the first executive order that would put a ban on refugees coming to this country, moratorium on the resettlement program, and banning Muslims from 7 countries at that time, I believe. So the ripple effect of that is that quite a few resettlement agencies across the country closed, including World Relief, which was an incredibly amazing resettlement agency here in Nashville. So they had this program that helped people who were high-skilled in the country that they came from to transfer that skill in the U.S. So either through a recertification program or finding an internship at, if they were an engineer, finding an internship at an engineering firm here in Nashville. Unfortunately, none of the refugee resettlement agencies or refugee service agencies were fully able to absorb that program. There's still a tremendous need for it, though. So, yeah, there's really no nonprofit or agency that's housing that sort of recertification and that the program that's attempting to help people transfer their skills.
But just on that, like to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, Upwardly Global, they're amazing. We unfortunately do not have a location here in Tennessee.
I was just going to say, so the 2 existing agencies that resettle our Catholic Charities at NICE, which is Nashville International Center for Empowerment, those are both great agencies to get associated with. I will also say a lot of churches house immigrant congregations and can be very involved with those congregations. So if you are involved in a faith community, if your church doesn't, you might want to see if your pastors know of others of a similar denomination who do. There are a lot. And this has been, among my clients, what I've seen is some of our biggest advocates, our fellow church members who help them navigate the criminal justice system. And it just makes a huge, huge difference for somebody to have, frankly, a middle-class American person help them advocate and navigate the system.
I would also, sorry. I would just say one thing that everyone can do as you leave. Since you are here tonight and you have an interest in these organizations and in these issues, you can leave tonight and pat yourself on the back. But kindness goes a long, long way. And so as you're out in the community, have a little bit of extra patience and kindness for people from other cultures and give them a smile to let them know that you're one of the good guys. So thank you for
Maybe a
being here.
teddy bear.
And teddy bear, right? Yes.